comedy show which is anything but funny now. By now, of course, everyone and their cousin knows what Ranveer Allahabadiya, also known as Beer Bicep, said on a comedy show India's Got Latent with Samay Raina and others present. The collective outrage against a distasteful non-joke about watching your parents have sex has resulted in what? Despite Allahabadiya issuing an apology, YouTube blocked the controversial episode of the show after a government notice. The Maharashtra Cyber Cell filed a case for obscenity. A similar FIR was filed by the Guwahati police against 5 people. Mumbai Police's cyber department issued summons to about 30 guests who have participated in the show from the first episode until now. All of them will now have to record their statements before the Maharashtra Police's Cyber Cell. A team from Versova Police reached Allahabadiya's house on Tuesday. He was not present. He will now have to appear before them at a later date when he's back in the country. The issue is being raised in the Standing Committee on IT and Communication in our country's parliament. The parliament panel may soon summon Allahabadiya as well, and this happened after members of this panel said they want to examine the need to enact regulations and laws to cover social media and OTT platforms. A Cine Workers Association has asked for a ban on the show. They want legal action against the creators. All the 7 people who are creators who were present on the show have been summoned by the NCW for a hearing on the 17th of February. Oh, and during 0 hour inside Parliament, Shiv Sena MP Naresh Maske also raised the issue and called for a law to regulate social media. There is no doubt in anyone's mind that what was said by Ranveer Allahabadiya was distasteful, disgusting, maybe even perverse. You can choose to never listen to these comedians again, unsubscribe, unfollow the whole hog. But this response is disproportionate. Let's be very clear, it serves absolutely no purpose. For one, this particular episode was released as a members-only content. So people literally signed up to watch exactly this. Is this weird? Sure, you may think so. But there is no accounting for taste, is there? While we're on the issue of taste, one look at Instagram and YouTube and you will find far, far worse content, which is cringeworthy, distasteful, even harmful. Content which has people doing suggestive acts in various states of undress, sometimes even with minors. And a lot of this is coming from our country's rural areas as well. As of 2021, 6 million or 60 lakh short form videos were being uploaded on Instagram alone every single day. Globally, 500 hours of video are being uploaded on YouTube every single minute. That amounts to 30,000 hours of content per hour. Let's assume, even if India contributes to 1/10 of this, should all of these videos on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook be scrutinized and rated and judged on standards of decency or morality? Does anyone even have the wherewithal to do it? And finally, and most crucially, for those saying let's make an example out of these people so that others will desist from making some such crass jokes, such disgusting jokes in the future, remember, not too long ago, there was another comedy group which got into serious legal trouble after they did a roast in 2014. That group had cases filed against them for the same charge, obscenity. Eventually, the Bombay High Court restrained the police from taking coercive steps against the accused or even filing a charge sheet. Those comics still put out content of pretty much the same kind. What changed? What can change? Can you even change someone by putting them in jail? People are outraged when authors and cartoonists like Salman Rushdie, Taslima Nasreen are attacked, killed, jailed, banished because they are accused of hurting sensibilities. The context in this case may be different. Here, it's a distasteful joke. It's got nothing to do with religion. But isn't the reaction bordering on the radical and irrational as well? Let's not become what we are against. Let's not turn into what we denounce. The other question now is, are these comments even legally obscene? According to the law, publishing or transmitting obscene material online can be punished under Section 67 of the IT Act. There is punishment for up to 3 years imprisonment and a fine of up to 5 lakhs for a first-time offence.
फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच सभी को है, लेकिन हमारी फ्रीडम वहां समाप्त हो जाती है जब हम किसी और के फ्रीडम पर इंक्रोच करते हैं, और इस प्रकार का इंक्रोचमेंट ठीक नहीं है.
No, I think it's extremely unfortunate, and as a member of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Communication and IT, which also has information and broadcasting as part of it, I'm going to take this up with the committee. We'll be meeting recently for the demand for grants, and I would want that there should be stricter guidelines and stricter punishment measures for such disparaging remarks that are used so loosely, especially when such impressionable minds, young minds follow such YouTubers.
आप एक प्लेटफॉर्म के माध्यम पे कॉमेडी के नाम से, कॉमेडी के आड़ में आप जो भाषा का प्रयोग कर रहे हैं, जिस तरीके का आप कंटेंट बनाकर पास ऑफ कर रहे हैं, जहाँ पे आप पूरे एक युवा वर्ग में के फीलिंग देते हैं जब कोई देखता है कि ये लैंग्वेज इज नॉर्मल, स्पीकिंग अबाउट योर पेरेंट्स एंड पेरेंट्स इंटीमेसी इज नॉर्मल. It is absolutely normal to cross the line of being a child and a parent. I think वो कहीं ना कहीं boundaries होना जरूरी है, remind करना जरूरी है.
By the way, this is not the first time that a comedian in India has faced the heat. Munawar Farooqi was arrested in 2021. He made offensive jokes about Hindu deities and Amit Shah during a stand-up performance in Indore in Madhya Pradesh. However, 4 years on, police are now waiting for the MP government's nod to file a charge sheet against Farooqi. Kunal Kamra's comments on the judiciary landed him in legal trouble. The Supreme Court sought contempt proceedings against him. Complaints were filed against Veer Das in 2021 after his monologue, Two Indias, that he performed at the Kennedy Center in Washington. In 2016, comedian Kiku Sharda was arrested by Haryana police for hurting religious sentiments when he mimicked Dera Sacha Sauda head Gurmeet Singh Ram Rahim. Later, though, the Haryana government decided to cancel both the criminal cases against him for hurting religious sentiments. Here's the thing, there is no doubt that this particular joke is revolting in every sense of the word. It strikes at the very basis of India's culture, of our family structure, but unleashing the might of the state on a bunch of comics will hardly change anything. Ranveer Elabadia has already apologized without any caveats. He said, I was wrong. It was not in my place to say such things. Samay Raina also has now removed all of the videos of that show from his handle. He's removed all of them. To the best of my knowledge, such humor is still a departure from Beer Biceps' usual style. But Samay Raina and many more like him revel in such dark humor. It's actually an entire genre that people watch, they subscribe for it. And these comics don't exist in a vacuum. Samay Raina alone has 74.4 lakh subscribers on his YouTube channel. These subscribers watch him, they like him, maybe even agree with him. They like this brand of humor. By jailing these people, do you really think you will make an example of these comics and change the mind, not just of the people cracking the joke, but even those who are listening to them and laughing along? That remains the real question.